When I got to the set, I immediately saw a bunch of very professional, very dedicated people with one vision, and it was making this film.
On our third day, we kicked things off by filming the final scene of the film, featuring a very special artwork created by renowned Belgian artist Verminck that he created specifically for Mind of Thoughts, which is beyond exciting. I found his creation process just incredibly unique, and his work and just that process fit perfectly in the story of the film. And after wrapping that up, we then transitioned to the scenes with the dancers.
The day with the dancing scenes was a really hard one because we had a lot of dance scenes and not that much time.
I was kind of nervous how that was going to go, but eventually it's not that different because at the end of the day, what do? You get everyone together, you block the scene, you light the scene, you rehearse, and you shoot.
The challenge for us was just to be able to light it in the fact of just having no stands because of how much movement we were going to need for those particular scenes. And luckily there were like these wood beams, where the ceiling is. So we were able to rig lights all across the ceiling. We were able to rig them across the walls and just be able to create a lighting plan that revolved around that. And then during certain scenes, we were able to light through the windows that were coming through the side of that room. I think I had some ideas of what I wanted everything to look like, my initial plans of, what I envisioned for the lighting, and then Patrick and Steven came in and offered some suggestions and made things just way better than I could imagine. And they also rigged things that were able to be there and stay there and be operated via DMX through Patrick's, board, which helped save a lot of time too. Instead of having to go to each light, he was able to adjust things on the fly.
Right after this.
Like in the next shot?
Yeah. You do these two, and then it's nighttime. So I gotta think about that.
All of a sudden, she's gonna get out.
So the intro's gonna be a little difficult.
That day with the dancers and the choreographer, we did the dance scene. Obviously, I was very excited. The hardest part was knowing that I was the actor and had to be moved by the dancers. There was a lot of movement and being thrown around and being lifted in the air and not dancing with them in my movement, but accepting it and portraying it as an actor and as a character. So this was also a really great challenge, being surrounded by dancers that are conveying your own thoughts. And I think Charlotte got a really nice vision of what the Mind of Thoughts was represented by these dancers.
On set, we start with a technical rehearsal.
Technical rehearsal in 1, 2, 3.
Because obviously, camera department, they saw the choreography on video, but they never saw it in real life. When we had the Steadicam, we also had to fit in the Steadicam in the same room with all the dancers, so we had to arrange things. So we have a technical rehearsal, then we just shoot it a couple of times, looking from different angles.
Dus nu mag ze al die pieces pakken. Ja? Dus moet die pieces met een beetje sneller.
Ja, dan moet ze nog straks krijgen. Die van boven, want die zijn al op elkaar gehaald.
Ah, makes sense.
Dat het niet zo clean lijkt. Snap je?
I really loved how Rebecca was so professional on set, and she always stayed calm, and she just like us wanted the best results that was possible.
She had a way of communicating with her dancers that was very efficient. She was very much hands-on. She really understood that we needed to have a kind of structure to get us set up to shoot.
I could notice that everyone on set wanted the best. There was not even one person saying I don't want to be part of this, or when is it over? No, everyone was working to make the best out of each person. So the choreographer also was pushing her dancers to make the best scene possible for Charlotte. And I was really sometimes I was really touched the way to see how people were really, we want this to be good. And that's beautiful to see.
I felt incredibly grateful to be surrounded by such an amazing team and these dancers who just pushed themselves tirelessly, just doing this choreography over and over and over again. Just their dedication was just truly inspiring. And also having Brienne, who just fully immersed herself in these scenes, just added another layer of magic. And it was just mesmerizing, just truly phenomenal.
She was so professional. She was so on top of her game. I saw every time Charlotte asked her something to do, she just did it immediately. She was trying to find ways to make herself better. Also musicality-wise, when we put certain timings on music, I could say to her, okay, can you just walk from this point to this point at this point in the music? And she would obviously remember, and she would just do it every time. So was very nice.
These dancers and the choreographer, Rebecca, they knew what they were doing. They had a clear vision, and they really allowed for this part of the story to become real. And we filmed in the atelier of Charlotte's house. And they were able to move in the space and work with the camera movement and the Steadicam so peacefully and so gracefully that these takes were so quick and easy because everyone in the room was a professional.
I feel like the look of the dancers really fit the scripts, and it gave another dimension to it. So like even with the hands that were grabbing the characters and like the thoughts, it was such a nice way to visualize what Charlotte wanted to show, and it gives another dimension to it.
I love the look of the dancers, really. It's so typical for Charlotte. She has a vision, she has style, she knows what she wants, and it was perfect. If I remind me, the dancers wanted to buy or have the outfits after, so that's a sign that what I say is really like it came in.
So they were all wearing this like bodysuit. They had lines everywhere, so the makeup team, they all tried to fix stuff with lines in the face as well, which was very nice.
Their makeup was also like a little more challenging because they sweat when they dance and they move a lot, they touch their face. So the touch-ups were sometimes a little harder. Lotte was also there, of course, to help me with the touch-ups. So I just hope the lines are still clean in the movie, but I think it will be fine.
They added the shoulder pads only later on to get this like bossy, fierce look, which in my eyes really worked because it made the dancers look big and powerful. So yeah, they had this like minimalistic side, but at the same time it was quite bossy, so it was a nice blend of the two.
Working with the dancers was an interesting challenge. You know, we planned to do it. We had talked about it in prep. I saw videos of the dancing. We kind of mapped it out in Photoshop and drawing shapes and where the camera was going to be. But when it comes to reality, it's a little bit different. This is where we had Charlie, the Steadicam operator, come in, and he also offered a lot of suggestions as well into how he thought the best angles would be, the best movement. Instead of an immediate pan, we like horizontally track with her put it back this way. Okay. And then once it starts, then we can start moving around here. Okay.
Action.
And all in all, it was just about me kind of seeing the dancing a few times to be able to see where they're going to be, when they're going to be there, how are they moving, and how can I move the camera, and how can I place the camera in a particular spot during a certain time in the choreography that best resonates with certain moments or certain beats in the music. I've worked with Steadicam operators before in the United States a bunch of times, and I think Charlie's professionalism and just like the way he moves the camera, the way that he provides suggestions, also his stamina and the ability to kind of do multiple takes and hold shots, I think was really great. I think Charlie's honestly just a very top tier Steadicam operator.
You make a shot list, but it's not very specific. And I understand that it can't be very specific because you have to see the dance first in the room with everyone together before you can see, oh, this is interesting and that's going to be interesting. Even if you have seen the rehearsal and on a video before, it's not the same.
Yeah, and I think if we can combine the two tossings, I don't know where they are exactly in the dance, but then I think that will also save us some time.
Like left, right, center, there, tilde, fall. Yeah, and the dance
around
to
face her.
Yep.
It just feels unnecessary to do that. It's going to take way too much time.
At one point we had like an hour left or something, and we just got together, like Charlotte and Carlo and me and Griet, and we were like, how are we going to fix this? And then it takes some good thinking and like staying calm.
We were planning on shooting this in 5 shots, but eventually we cut it to 2.
I thought the key team, they really worked together. They were all very prepared. They all knew what everybody wanted. They all understood each other's vision. They all were very respectful towards each other, and I felt like they worked together as one big team.
In that shot,
And it cuts the blood. Or she falls out,
yeah, she falls down.
Yeah.
And then
In that close-up, right?
Exactly.
It's a wrap! It's a
When we wrapped, I was very satisfied because obviously all of us put so much work and dedication to this film, and also I knew we came such a long way. I knew Charlotte, she asked me about this film I think 2 years ago already, so it was a very wholesome moment to realize, okay, it's actually done. Like, everything is done. We prepped it, we did it, we worked it out, it was shot, it was done. It was crazy.
Ik had nooit gedacht dat Charlotte daar de toestemming voor zou krijgen.
It felt like walking into a medieval castle.
I've never seen anything like it.
Just breathtaking.
There was no time to make wrong decisions at the wrong time.
We had one day to film it, and we had to be out of a particular room at a particular point in time, and there were so many scenes to shoot.
We had a lot of extras, a lot of actors.
A little hiccup in the morning, but luckily the police helped.
Charlotte and her team tried everything possible to make us actors and technicians to be like, really, it's going to be okay.
Enjoying to see this complete team coming together from all parts of the world. And Charlotte is so young and she's making a movie with an international team.
This project went very big.
You don't want it to stop. Actually, just want to, can we just keep rolling for 10 more days?